Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing, everyone? Hola, Alex. What's up, Luke? How you doing? How are you doing? Busy morning? Tricky morning? Hey, Brad. Hello, Uncle Max. Hello, Tocayo. Hello, Lilia, Michelle, Diane. How you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you, everyone? Hello, Dennis. All right. This is getting populated. You not sure if you know or not sure if you have noticed, but usually Fridays are the days where less people join, and I think I have an idea why. But well, you know. Hello, Mehari, Declan. Hello, Brax, Deuce. How are you guys? Good afternoon. So, end of the week, end of the week. And guys, this is where everything becomes very clear, right? Not what the market did, but how we perform. Because at the end of the week, you can't hide from your execution. And that's why I think there's less people on Fridays, right? You either follow your plan or you didn't, right? You either stay disciplined or you didn't. You either executed or you improvise. And for most traders, the frustrating part is this: you already know the difference, right? You already know the difference. You know what you have, what you should have done. You see it after the fact, but you can do it in real time. That's the gap. That's the important gap, and that gap doesn't fix itself. More screen time won't fix it. No, guys, this is not like that. More strategy won't fix it. Believe me. Execution requires structure. In simple terms, this is what I do. I help you build a complete execution system. We define how you operate, fix what breaks your execution, install a structured trading process, build a decision system, track your performance, and then turn everything into a long term playbook. That system is what I call EOS, Execution Operating System. And if you have been watching this week, if you have been watching this month, what you are seeing is not randomness. It's not just experience. It's a structure. That's why, even in a messy environment with news, volatility, President Trump, Jerome Powell, or certainty, you can stay control, you can stay selective, you can execute clean. Now, here's the part that matters, all right? Watching these trade reviews, watching this daily exercise is not enough. Understanding the entry, the exit, the setup, understanding is not enough. If you don't build your own system, nothing changes. You can come here and see day after day what I do, and you can try day after day, and sometimes it doesn't click. That's exactly what we are doing in the EOS workshop, right? 2 days, we build your system, no theory, no distractions, just the structure, right? If you are serious about fixing execution, don't overthink this. Go to the link in the description of the video. Go to the link pinned in the comments. Read it and message me. All right, I will get you in. Take advantage of this weekend. I will be replying to all of your emails. All right. And now let's close the week properly. All right. And let me tell you something, guys, because I received a few comments in the morning. Neto, where are your charts? Neto, where are your trading plans? Neto, are you trading today? Guys, probably you remember, but I have a rule that if I can't get 5 hours of sleep, I don't trade. And last night I was working. Last night I was working. I was super locked in. I was super locked in. Actually, when I noticed the clock, it was like 2:30 in the morning. And after that, I stayed for a while in front of my computer. I've been preparing a lot of stuff. Uh, uh, thank you all, because now I have a lot of students. And let me share something that I'm super excited about. This is a dream came true. Right now, I have students in America. I mean the continent, America and Canada. I have students in Europe, England, Spain, and Germany, and I have students in Asia, in Hong Kong. I'm super excited about this because I always wanted to make an impact like this, to reach people far away, and like help them succeed, help them improve on their own things. And I'm super excited about this. So guys, if you are not in the United States and you are asking like, oh well, Neto, I mean, come on, what about the schedule, how we are gonna make it work? Guys, right now, America, Europe, and Asia, and we have everything in control. Yeah, the power of technology. Yeah, I love this. I love this. I will never go to a corporate job, because I mean, this freedom. Some days I stay a lot of time from my computer, right? But this freedom to work from home, this freedom to work from anywhere in the world, just like with the internet connection, and also just like for example, well, this morning I didn't trade, right? This morning I didn't trade, but I mean, when I trade, I usually trade just like 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, if you are taking consideration like my preparation and everything. I love it. I love it. So yeah, this is one of the best decisions of my life. Thank you, Randall. All right, guys. Thank you, Kumar. All right, let's go. Yeah, well, Kumar, answering your question, no, I didn't take any trade today. Just as I said, you know what, guys? We always talk about execution rules, right? We always talk about the execution rules, like, oh well, if this is happening, then it triggers my setup. If this is happening, well, then I will be looking for this. If this is happening, once I am on a trade, I'm gonna let my trade run. If this is happening, I will be managing my trade. But we never discuss the interruption rules, right? And what are these interruption rules? It's once you know yourself, once you know how you operate and execute, and you identify patterns. And obviously there are like positive patterns and negative patterns. Positive patterns, well, if you stay consistent on a routine, if you prepare your charts, if you plan your trades, like if you keep doing the right things, that's a pattern, and usually it makes you perform better, right? But if you can if you can identify your negative patterns, you can also create rules for not executing there. Right? Like for example, if you are for example, I want to be like very specific, but I don't trade after, for example, 11:30. Why? I because usually I'm not as focused on as in the morning. Because it's like in the middle of the day and I want to do something else, or I have like work stuff or family stuff. So I don't like to trade around noon, right? Or the power hour, right? And also, just as I said, I mean, if I can't get 5 hours of sleep, I just don't trade. Why? Because I'm not focused. I'm distracted. I can't think. I can think well. Right? So what I did is create an interruption rule. Right? Once I identify a pattern like this, I create an avoidance rule. So if I know that when I trade with less than 5 hours, I'm distracted, I'm not focused, and well, I create a rule for uh, not executing that day, right? If I take two losses in a row, well, then I have an interruption rule, so I just close my broker, and this way I avoid overtrading, revenge trading. If I do this, then I do that, right? So the interruption rules is for when you identify a negative pattern, you just avoid spiraling on negative actions, right? Um, Guys, I'm just watching. I mean, we have a very decent audience for a Friday. I was complaining that you don't show up, guys, on Fridays, and usually it's because like Fridays are hard for some people. They are difficult to read, especially if you are not used to same day expiration. So yeah, thank you for coming. So guys, I'm just gonna talk about SPY, what I was watching today. For being honest, I only watched these four plays, and actually this last one, it's out of our trading time, right? But anyways, I show it because that this was the very first idea here. I was talking with another trader in the morning, even when I didn't take a trade. I was looking at charts, and I didn't take a trade, right? So what I was watching here, let me go this way. I have this liquidity area, guys. Liquidity. I know I've been hard on mentioning liquidity these past days, but believe me, if you start looking at the chart with liquidity eyes, everything is gonna change. Stop looking only to lines, all right? Stop looking only to lines. Start looking to these areas. What is going on here? Can you see what is going on here? Sellers, they don't want price to go higher. They push hard to the downside right here in this area. So this is liquidity, right? So what I was watching today, well, I was watching this area here, and I was expecting a break of this liquidity and then continuation to the downside, right? It never happened. Actually, tapped this 680 key level. That's a strong key level, right? It's a round number, strike number, psych number. So I was like, okay, well, this can go places, right? But it actually bounced on 680. It tried to reclaim. Well, it actually reclaimed previous day high, and these two are baby trades. These two are baby trades for being honest. As you can see here, the risk is 681.31. This risk is only 30 cents. I mean, I'm not saying that you need to take huge risk, right? I mean, if risk here makes sense, actually what I was doing here, it's like going to the bottom of these candles. So the risk here was just like trying to get to the high of the day, and you actually did for a 1 to 2.1 risk reward rate to trade. But then look at this candle. I'm not sure what happened on this candle, 1042. 1042. Not sure if there were news or if it was something else. But well, this aggressive move. After this aggressive move, for being honest, this second trade it didn't make too much sense, or kind of right, because I mean you want to stay away of the range of that candle, right? And that's why that's why this trade kind of makes some sense. Again, the reclaim of the previous day high, another revisit of a fruit fly, another revisit to high of the day. But look at this, look how sellers are sitting right here. They don't want 682 to come in today. They are pushing hard right here below 682. So again, this trade once it hit high of the day and it's hardly rejected, well, that's over for this. And this fourth trade, again, I didn't take this trade, but this fourth trade, it's it's the idea that I had for the morning, right, or for the early or for the opening, right. I was thinking on the break of this liquidity, and but here it's a little bit clearer, right? Like the break of this liquidity came back, retested this area. Now this area is crowded, right? Now this area is crowded here. Or look at this. This is actually the retest of this previous support now turned into resistance, and then you had this nice drop, right? You needed to be ready for taking this, because if you take this trade here, I mean, guys, you are chasing, right? You are chasing because this candle alone, I mean, you needed to have something like this, and this candle alone, it's 680, 63. You know what? This is 50 cents. This is okay. But I don't like to have, I don't like to have my risk in just one candle, right? Um, that's why I will need you to be ready to take the break of this liquidity to the downside. And this was a very nice play. Actually, it went lower than this, 678.50 here. Yes. And what else? Well, it's dancing around pre-market low. Let's see what happened. I like this. I like taking puts on a Friday. I just feel like long term investors or hedge funds or market makers, they are like selling some, protecting, and I think this is some kind of mindset, right? Like, oh, let me take some profits so I can spend them on the weekend. I don't know. That's something I will do if I had billions, just like these guys. But well, I don't know what's going on. All right, Uncle Max, no trade for you. Declan, where's the retest on that first short? Well, that's a good one. That's a good one, Declan. It's actually like the break displacement retest of this area here, right? Of this area here. All right, the break retested twice. I know this is not like super pretty, super nice. But that was the idea, something like this, right? Like okay, well, it failed to reclaim previous day high, came back, retested previous day high on the low side, came back, and then started like going lower and lower and lower on this area here, I'm not sure if this is clear. Mm, news here, news here, right, Brett? What kind of news? Do you know? I took the first one, had the same idea. Look, never thought about like that. About what? Hey, Alessandro, brother. Now I don't have my Italian cup today, but I was thinking on you yesterday. I take the latest trade, but more later. Okay, 12:20, 12, 12:20. It's still a really good one. Something like this, right? Something like this. And exited 12:45. That was a hell of a trade. Good job there, Alessandro. Good job there. Yeah, this is actually a really nice opportunity here. Something like this, right? Lebanon ceasefire. Yeah, well, these guys, the Hezbollah guys, right? I don't know why they are hiding there. It's such a nice place. I know people from there, and they are lovely people. Um, oh, taking profits to spend on the weekend. Yeah, I know. Let's go to In and Out. Let's go. I'm going to In and Out this weekend. Look, I'm gonna send you pictures. You will see. Retest 680. Yeah, good job there, Alessandro. Yeah, well, that's exactly there. That's exactly there. The it look at this. Several confluences here. 680. It's a strong key level, right? But also look at this. It was low of the day here, or previous low of the day, and it was previous day close around here. So yeah, many confluences here. That was a very good trade. That was a very good trade. 678.50. Look at this. 1 to 3.5. That was perfect. Not without me. Double. Guys, I mean, I hate them. It's just, I don't know. My kids, and look, they love them. I don't know. CL, hi Neto, 9:39. I don't like to take trades before the 10-minute mark. Let me take a look. 9:39. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I see what you were trying here, right? Like the fail to reclaim previous day high, and looking for continuation to the downside. What about this? This actually work? 9:39. You said 9:39. Something like here. Risk. Uh, something. Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't like to take trades that early on the morning, and I know it's the difference is just 1 minute, but Mondays and Fridays, guys, Mondays and Fridays are days with the highest volatility, right? So I like to wait a little bit more, especially on Mondays morning. I like to take, I like to take my time. Um, it worked, but option no movement. Okay, thank you, Jason. Yeah, actually, I was watching that. I was watching the options chain, and for some reason, the options premium was moving slow. Both sides, right? Like I mean, both sides. Not only to with the trade, but also against the trade. It was moving very slow. I was like, I was looking to the options chain, and yeah, you're right. Options for some reason that it was not moving like really well. All right, guys. So a few reminders for you. Remember, you need to journal. If you don't journal, you don't get the best out of your experience. And guess what? You already paid for it. You already paid for that experience. All right. So journal, reflect on your week, take the best lessons, identify your repetitive mistakes, make a plan to avoid those mistakes next week. And remember, we need you to be here, to like the videos, to subscribe to the channel. Remember the paste here. Oh. Remember, on the video description and the pinned comment, it's the website for the workshop. We still have spots there, but don't let it run to the last minute. All right. if you are interested on fixing, not fixing, if you are interested in building your own system, this is the place. This is the place. And I will be releasing the new episodes of the Traders Mindset Mastery tomorrow morning. Why? Because today I have a workshop with a private audience, and I will let you know next Monday, because it's gonna be a really nice, great experience. So I'm sharing that with you. All right, guys. So thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and you have homework. All right. See you later. Bye bye.